Hi, Andrew Laver wrapping the June 2019 Philly Local Steering Group's presentation of the LMA's next big thing, Service Metamorphosis, Driving Performance Improvement. I'm joined with our two speakers. We've got Terra Liddell from Finnegan, that was easy for me to say, and of course Deb McMurray from the CEO of Content Pilot. And our presentation today in Philadelphia was also live streamed to our sister chapters and groups throughout the region, which was exciting to have some more people engaged in joining us, even if they couldn't be here in Philadelphia. We couldn't see them for the case study portions, but it was still fun to have them engaged. So we were talking about service metamorphosis, and one of the things that I found interesting, although I sort of knew about it, was just the history of the next big thing. And Deborah, as a LMA Hall of Famer, could you give us just some background on what the next big thing is, how it started, and where that is going as far as a metamorphosis for the association?
Sure, thanks. I appreciate it, Andy. I can grab this.
Absolutely.
Okay, so the next big thing started in 2017 as a collaboration between the Hall of Fame and the LMA board. The first year, 2017, was a big, hairy, audacious topic, artificial intelligence. And the second year was the revolution of strategy and structure in law firms. And this year, of course, service metamorphosis, driving performance improvement. And you might think, well, service, we've been talking about service for certainly your entire career and Terra's entire career and even my entire career. And my co-chair, Brenda Plowmans, the CMO of Fasken, and I determined that, frankly, our industry is getting an F because even though we're giving a lot of lip service to service, the firms are really not improving, and they are really relying on the personalities of the individual lawyers to deliver service, to define service, deliver service, and ultimately, hopefully make the clients happy. But we know that that is not always the case. It's just not getting done in a systematic, coordinated way. And we decided it was time for that.
Right, so the F wasn't for fantastic.
The F was not for fantastic.
So is that why this topic was chosen?
It is. It's exactly why the topic's chosen. There was a little trash talking about the topic at the annual conference because we've been talking about service for so long, and some of the senior marketers were saying, okay, I can't believe we're, in an eye-rolling kind of way, can't believe we're actually still relying on service as a topic. But the fact is, when we really started digging into it, Brenda and I interviewed legal management consultants. We interviewed senior legal marketers. We interviewed law firm leaders. We interviewed buyers of legal services clients to hear and really understand what was going on. And you know what? It's not going on in a coordinated way. There's so much opportunity. And so service, while you might think it's so foundational, and of course it is, the fact is that there's so much opportunity to really take it and embed it culturally in the firm that will drive performance improvement.
Yeah. I find it very hard to believe there was any trash talking of any topic at the annual conference, so I'm not sure if I believe you.
I know, that's hard to believe.
Hard to believe. Fake news.
Fake
news.
news.
So Terra, one of the things you had mentioned, besides talking about your second grader and the life cycle of a butterfly, it made me think of the very hungry caterpillar.
Yes.
But when we're talking about the 4 stages of the service metamorphosis, can you just quickly run through them for those that weren't here?
Yeah, of course.
It's heavy. Careful.
Yeah, no, I got it, I think. Workout. So it follows the life cycle of a butterfly, and I mentioned that I learned that again this year with my second grader. So egg is the first stage, and that's really where we're doing the analysis, that internal look from the marketing and BD department. The caterpillar is stage 2. I have to keep reminding myself and testing myself every day. And that is where we've got action from the attorneys in terms of conversations with clients. They have started this process. They are engaging in what client service could be for their clients. Chrysalis is stage 3. That's where you bring the action back to the firm. So we hear from our clients, we need to do X, Y, and Z. How do we support that and systematically embedded in our firm, in our services? And then stage 4 is the beautiful butterfly, when we've reached the adult stage, which for most things, okay, we're done. We did it. We did client service, but that's not it. I mean, the client changes every year. You get new clients at a firm every year. So it really is a life cycle for client service overall.
Great. And if people wanted to find out more about either the next big thing generally or this stage of the next big thing in the service metamorphosis, is there ways that people can log on, go someplace to still learn more of the history and where we're going?
Yes. So LMA has done a fantastic job in setting up a portal for the next big thing this year for Service Metamorphosis. And so if you're a member, you can go to the site, log in, and all of the materials that we're handing out and reviewing at each program is available for anyone. We have the webinar that Deborah and Brenda, I want to combine your two names.
Romance.
Exactly. They did a webinar to kick the entire thing off in February, and it's a real deep dive into each of these stages. We also have the recording from the annual conference. No trash talking was recorded. Okay. And then as we move forward, we've done about 3 or 4 of these local programs. We have a number of them scheduled throughout the remainder of the year. So certainly try to join us in your local city.
Check your local listings.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Well, thank you both for joining us here in Philadelphia.
Thanks,
coming
Andy.
from New York and Dallas, of course, respectively. We hope you can join us at a future Philadelphia event. We have a social coming up next week, I believe, or in the coming weeks, and of course, crisis communication coming up in July. Until then, Andrew Laver, thank you again to Deborah and Terra, and we'll see you again soon. Thank you so much.
Thank you all.